didn't know what it was. They didn't know what MMA was. They didn't know what none of this. They didn't know I could make a career out of it. As far as they were concerned, my man and dad I'm talking about. As far as they were concerned, I was just getting into a cage and fighting with some other guy. They didn't know nothing about it. No one did really, but I knew. You know what I mean? I knew. But and then I ended up getting a trade just to keep them quiet. Because I used to have a lot of fights with my dad.
What trade did you get?
I ended up getting a trade as a plumber. Literally up in the back of nowhere up in Wicklow, the Wicklow Mountains. And funny enough, that site was one of the biggest sites in Europe, Kiltiernan. It was right at that skiing place. Huge. And now it's just abandoned. Now it's just deserted. So I used to go up there 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. I was on that M50. I used to have to walk to the N4, about half an hour from my house, wait for some Limerick guy that I didn't even know. He'd drive on the M4 and I had to flag him down. Nightmare, yeah. 2 hours down on the M50, 2 hours back. Usually 14-hour days. And I was the first year, so I had to go and do everything. I had to go to the shop. I had to go and get this and get that. So I always had trouble with that. And I was like, this isn't for me. This is not for me.
How long did you last?
I lasted 18 months doing it. But it was tough, you know. Just it wasn't a life for me, you know what I mean? And then John said, because I was training with John as well at the time, and then John got in touch and says, I have a show, I'm running a show, I'd like to fight on it. And then that was it. I just packed it in, didn't show up. My dad used to come in and punch the head on me and like try and drag me out of bed. And I just wouldn't go, you know what I mean? I had an uproar for a good few years with him over, but and that was it. I just packed it in, quit, and then focused on training. I knew what was going to happen. I knew I was going to get here. They didn't. There's a lot of stressful years. You know what I mean, a lot of tough times. But I proved them wrong. I proved myself right.
I cannot put one thing on it, John. I just love this life that I have created. I love this business. I do not. I enjoy work. I don't want to be anywhere else but here. So every day I am enjoying myself. I wake up every day. I pinch myself. You want to see the room I'm sleeping in. You want to see the bed I'm sleeping in. You want to see the home that I'm living in. There's an elevator in the home. So I'm on the third floor and I go out and click the button and it goes from the third floor to the first floor. I open up the elevator and I go and eat some breakfast and then we go stretch out in the sun and we have a big pool, a jacuzzi. I'm just enjoying the fruits of my hard work. Gratitude is one of the most strongest forms of power in attracting good things. You know, if you truly feel grateful for the things in your life, I always felt grateful for even the small things. I always used to celebrate the small things. Now I might be celebrating the bigger things, but I always celebrate every little good thing that would happen to me in my life, even before I had any kind of money or any of that. I would celebrate and I would feel grateful for it. And it just gave me more. And this is exactly the same thing that's happening right now. I still remain grateful and more comes.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to episode number 182 of Coffee and Crypto. It is another Tuesday, and the bull run is upon us. If you have crypto sitting places that you know it should not be, now is your time to book sessions. Now is your time to get your stuff in order. I am taking all sessions right now. My calendar is booked and busy for the month of March, guys. That's the energy I got to come with right now. The calendar is booked and busy for the month of March. And it always happens this way once it gets back entertaining, right? Once people start seeing their money go up, then they worry about it, right? And that's usually the wrong time. Welcome to the 182nd episode of Coffee and Crypto. If y'all could do me a favor and share this link out, y'all, you would not believe what happened to me this morning. OMG. But you know, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Y'all know I'm a transparent. I told you all that this podcast exemplifies 4 pillars. Pillar number 1 of our podcast here at Coffee and Crypto, we focus on emerging technologies, okay? We're focused on the new and upcoming techs. The second thing that we focus on here is blockchain literacy. We want to make sure that you're literate on the blockchain, literate on the chain, okay? We call it literacy, literally lit, right? Literacy, all right? The third thing that we teach is digital entrepreneurship. How to really take accountability, how to become digital, how to learn how to use things like Canva, ChatGPT. We teach all of these things. And these are things that actually in the Discord group, we're going to start introducing more and more of. Right now, it's I won't say a one-man army, right? But at the end of the day, as we have more and more people that will be collaborating, partnering with us, that have other skill sets over this year of 2024 as we go into the next 3 quarters, I'm telling you right now, Coffee and Crypto is exactly where you want to be. Drop some coffee this morning if you are lit. Drop some coffee this morning if you are excited. And also, if you guys haven't done, do me a quick favor, because y'all don't even see me blitz in the chats, because I'm going to tell y'all what the 4th pillar is about. The fourth pillar of Coffee and Crypto is exactly why everybody should drop the link to a friend or a family member, because here we teach how to exemplify leadership. I'm talking about because there's 5 levels of leadership, right? There's 5 levels of leadership. If you guys know John C. Maxwell, there's 5 levels of leadership. Okay. I don't just take my title as a host of a podcast and feel like, oh, this is I'm God. This is what I do, right? No. Coffee, this really shows how to go upon your journey and be transparent, because once you start to get to those higher levels of leadership, the thing that allows people to respect you is your vulnerability, right? Your openness, your transparency, you also, another thing that you have to learn in leadership that I've been learning is how to exemplify. And this is the hard part for me: humility, how to be more humble, how to exemplify that level of humility that people can love and appreciate, right? Sometimes it's tough, it's hard. We know a lot, you know what I mean? We know a whole lot. And sometimes it's hard for someone to tell you things because you know a lot, you know what I mean? And I'm 31. So, you know, like they'll say, hey, you're smelling yourself. You know, sometimes you just smell yourself. So learning how to manage those emotions. We do that here together within the Coffee and Crypto Network, because guys, you don't know what you're going to do. Ladies, you don't know what you are going to do if Dogecoin went to a penny. What are you going to do with your life? Right? Like, if that really happened, I'm not saying it will. I don't price speculate on the show, but what if it went to a penny? What are you going to do with your life? Do you have your priorities in order? Okay. Thank you so much, Miss Katie. Appreciate you for sharing the info. Okay. So with that being said, y'all, and if you're in the Zoom, I do ask that y'all do me one favor. Okay. The message that you all see that I drop in our private groups, edit that message and take our Zoom link out when you share it on social media, because you all don't want to start having the bad people start coming in here and putting things on the screen and talking bad in the chat. You know, we've dealt with that in the past, right? And we had to correct that. So the best way, just as much as this is my community, this is your community, right? And we are what we see. We don't want negative things, right? You need to share the YouTube link, right? So you can take that same message, but before you click send, make sure you delete the Zoom, unless it's somebody that you know, love, or trust. But don't take the Zoom link and put it out on social media. I want to make that foundational. And if you did it, it's okay. Most people are not going to click the link anyway. So it's perfectly okay. But please, from now on, just so we can set the tonality, because we're moving into we're not even moving. We're in the new bull run. I don't even have a lot of content to share today, video. I really don't. Today got to be a real talk. Like, we got to have real talk. This is community time. I wasn't even going to go live on YouTube. I was only going to do it for Zoom, but I said, you know what? YouTube deserves it as well. So I went live on YouTube and Twitter. So we're live on both platforms. Okay. No, it's okay. It's okay, Miss Katie. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody for, sharing out what we have. So let's get into the call. Okay. Like we always say, Coffee and Crypto is a entertainment-based show, right? We do not offer financial advice. So if you're looking for financial advice, I would highly recommend that you get with a financial advisor, a financial advisor, or someone that you trust, all right, that can give you some level of financial advice. However, we do not offer that here. So everything that you hear, all tokens that we talk about, are speculative, and they have the tendency to go up and down in value. If you are not comfortable with that, please do not invest what you cannot afford to lose. Be sure to protect yourself and do your own research. With that being said, welcome to the 182nd episode of Coffee and Crypto. Who is bullish? I just want to know who's up right now. Is anybody up right now? Drop some coffee if you up right now. You know what I mean? That's what I like to hear. Like, who's up right now? You know what I mean? Who got their ducks in a row? Who got their ducks in order? Who followed the plan that we laid in 2022 around InvestFest time? I laid out a plan when we spoke at InvestFest. Right after that, I was on a mission. I became a man on a mission. Like, I was already on a mission, but after they put me on the big stage, I was a man on a mission. All right, so everybody's bullish right now, right? And the only reason why you wouldn't be bullish, right? The only reason why you wouldn't be bullish is if you didn't invest, or if you invested when we told you if you invested when it was too late, right? When price was already at $67,000 Bitcoin, $60,000, even $60,000 Bitcoin, you know, you should still be up on most of your altcoins, your Bitcoin, whatever the case may be, right? But I'm gonna be transparent with y'all. There's a lot of haters out here right now. Okay. There's a lot of haters out here right now. And we gotta beware. You gotta beware of those haters, right? But you also gotta love them and understand that, you know, most people are not gonna listen until it's too late. And I want to show this clip right here, right? This is how a lot of people are feeling right now all over the world, right? This is Dave Portnoy. Okay, Bitcoin depresses me. I'm the only person who believes in Bitcoin that still somehow ended up losing on it. All right, let's listen. Let's listen.
What is? I haven't even looked. What's Bitcoin, like 100? Bitcoin's at 65,000. Bitcoin's at 65,000.
Got to see the pain in this man's eyes.
That, you know what we're going to end up having? We're going to have all these Bitcoin like billionaires and all the rich people who just bought Bitcoin and didn't do anything else with their life. They literally just buy Bitcoin, and you see them and they're buying apartments, cars, bees, throwing around money, acting like the cock walk. It's like, what'd you do? Oh, I bought Bitcoin. Oh, nice.
No, nice.
65,000 for Bitcoin. Bitcoin depresses me. Like, I respect it. I don't know how I haven't made $1 billion on Bitcoin. And I've made nothing. I've lost. I'm the only guy. How do you lose on Bitcoin? How do you lose on Bitcoin? How do you be behind on Bitcoin? I am. I don't know how. How do you believe in Bitcoin and the Michael Saylor, the price you get, the price?
Anyway, just wanted to show that quick clip, right? So it's gonna be a lot of you're gonna be dealing with a whole lot of this, right? A whole lot of this. And so I have a theory that I shared with my Discord group, and I want to share it with the world. And you know, I'm planning on writing something on this. I don't hear many people talking about it, and this might be my new thing. You know what I mean? Until the next thing. But there's a thing called FOMO, fear of missing out, right? How many people ever heard of FOMO, right? So you got FOMO, fear of missing out, and what ends up happening is people are afraid. They're afraid that they're gonna miss it, and they FOMO in at these high prices, right? The market's already up. Dogecoin is up 200% in 3 days, right? Something crazy, right? It's up. It's like 150% 2 days, right? Something crazy. People are buying it now. They're FOMOing in, right? When they should have FOMOed at the bottom. But let me tell you, so when we think of FOMO, we think about people that's chasing the bag. But there's another side of FOMO, because there's something called the law of polarity that like link yin and yang, right? Right and left, up and down, left and right, whatever the case may be, right? So there's FOMO on that other end too. And this is what stops people. And I experienced this level of FOMO, and this is my vulnerability and transparency speaking here from 2021. I experienced a level of FOMO where I allowed the news and media and everything to make me feel like crypto was never going down again. I mean, but again, to be a young investor and to be naive, you have to go through those experiences. Now I've lived the experience and I can share some of my experiences with you all. That's why I've written books, right? My second book is really good. It's called Mo Crypto, Mo Problems. Understand that as these cryptos go up, see, you're going to have some more problems. You're gonna get some more haters. You're going to get some more imitators. You're going to get some duplicators. You're going to get some, you're going to get some higher bills. You're going to get more assets, meaning more money coming out. You're going to get more scam emails, phishing attacks, people trying to attack you, steal what you got, take what you got. But how do you protect yourself in a time like this. This is why I wrote my second book, More Crypto, More Problems, because I went through the end of one bull run. I was in the bear market. I started in the bear market after the bull run failed in 2017. Okay. And then in 2018, I mean, and then I experienced the bull run during, the C word. Okay. And then now we're going into a new bull run. So when I tell you all that I am ready, I'm excited. A lot of people aren't ready. People are excited. Remember, the excitement is up, right? And so if we go back, because I think that this is a perfect time for me maybe to pull this up. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull up this chart that we all know so well. I'm gonna pull up this chart that we all know so well. Give me 2 seconds, y'all, as I'm pulling it up. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this. Please share this link out. Let's get some more people on the call. Let's pack it out today, man. And I got some special announcements. Today, so make sure you stick around. But this is called the Wall Street Cheat Sheet, Psychology of a Market Cycle. So remember, y'all, this has been our last 2.5 to 3 years. Anger, depression, disbelief, panic, right? We have obviously surpassed hope. We have surpassed optimism. We've surpassed belief. We are in the thrill and euphoria area of the market. This is your peak. This is your peak. Okay. Now understand that if you pay attention over here, and let me zoom in right here for y'all real quick. All right. Let me zoom in right here for the fam. Okay, pay attention. Here's the simplified market cycle. And we're going to go to the actual chart and we're going to take a look at this. And I'm going to show you exactly what's happening right now in Bitcoin. Okay, it's happening in Bitcoin right now. It already happened. Okay, now pay attention. Peak point of maximum financial risk is up here. So drop a coffee in the chat box if you feel like we are at a point of maximum financial risk. Now, what do? We go down. This is where contraction happens through point of maximum financial opportunity. Then you have expansion. This is your recovery phase. This is prosperity. This is what happened in 2000. Yes, this is what happened in 2002, 2003. We're at a peak point of maximum financial risk. They call it the dot-com bubble. Everything crashed. And then we went in a time of contraction, expansion, where things could grow, laws could be made, right? It can't keep going up. They got to give you a test and let you know, hey, this is the potential of where we're going, but we got to bring it back down so we can put all the laws so we can tax it properly. Okay, cool. So we're moving into taxation, right? Because there's no taxation without what? Representation. So boom, now we hit what? The recovery and prosperity area. So let's go over to my handy dandy chart. Let's go over to my handy dandy chart. Now, I wasn't even ready to show y'all this. Okay. But Shiba, this is the Shiba chart on the weekly. All right. That y'all just got to see that. Okay. Y'all got to see the Shiba chart on the weekly. But let's go over to Bitcoin. Okay. Let's go over to Bitcoin. And let's not even focus on right now. Let's focus on right here. So this was 2018. The market went up, and then we had this long period of what? Expansion, right? And contraction. Okay, boom. Then Bitcoin exploded. This was the recovery and what? The recovery and what, family? The recovery and prosperity. That's where people got wealthy. People got wealthy during this prosperity moment. Now look what happened. Boom, it dropped down. We came back up just like this chart said. And look, this is your recovery and prosperity there. So you recovered your bag. and you got some more prosperity because you was able to recover maybe what you lost over here. But then look what happened. The market crashed all the way back down to like 13,000, 14,000. Then we went into another level of what? Expansion and contraction. And then look at this right here. We have now reached and touched what? Our major level of resistance. Will Bitcoin break above? I'm not Jesus, so I don't know. I'm just in the markets. Now, let's go and take a look at our area of interest. So remember, originally, y'all, in the last episodes, this level right here at 2.16 trillion, this was our liquidity area that had marked off. You see that? Taste the rainbow, okay? Based off of the rainbow from over here. Well, it for surely tasted the rainbow, and it took a whole bite. Because if we go over to the 4-hour chart and we take a look, did this thing actually retest? Let's see. Did we get a retest? We did. Look at this right here, y'all. I can show you right here. We definitely got a retest. And this is why it kept going up. We had a breakout. We had a retest. We had another retest. And this thing never retested this blue line again. Let me show y'all what it did. Let me show y'all what it did. It went all the way up, right? And look at that. So we got 37 minutes left on the 4-hour chart, and this could potentially break. However, the one thing that I was talking about yesterday on our Sip and Learn is the fact that momentum is starting to slow down. These candles on the 4-hour are getting smaller, meaning we may have reached our top for now of this crypto bull run. I don't know. This is just my analysis. Drop some coffee if you feel it. Drop some coffee if you're feeling it. Okay. Now,
what is, I haven't even looked. What's Bitcoin like?
All right. So I want to make a couple of announcements real quick. I want to talk about a couple of things. I do have some content to share. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump into our content for today. And then while I still got everybody here, just to let you all know, we now have 6 slots left for the one-on-one coaching, the yearly coaching. Typically I charge $5,000. I decided that I was going to do for 10 people. I was going to do $1,000. Y'all know I do this damn near every year. You know what I mean? There's, there's a lot of you all that took advantage of it the very first time I did it. And this will kind of help you maybe jumpstart your career, like another tool. I'm not saying that I did it all, right? Not at all. You did it. You know what I mean? We did it. We did it together, and we're going to do it again. But this focus right now, this next one is the 1,000. Listen, the coaching, I tell people, everybody is in different spaces in different places. So I don't tell people upfront what they're going to get because I cover an array of things. What we do is we sit down. I will sit down with you. We do about a 30-minute discovery session, and I figure out where you are with the questions that I have. Figure out where you are and where do you want to be. And based off of where you want to go, I help you create a plan. Now, the last cohort of 10 people that we did in 2023, that we helped in 2023. Okay, if you were a part of that cohort, drop some coffee. I know some of you all are still around, but if you were a part of that cohort, the very first cohort that we did when we focused during the bear market, we focused on accumulation. Okay, the next cohort that we are going to focus on, okay, the next cohort that we are going to actually focus on is going to be getting out of the market, right? How to strategize out, how to dollar, because a lot of people tell you how to dollar cost average in, but they don't give you a strategy on how to dollar cost average out. Because the same way you don't want to put all your money in one basket, you don't want to take all your money out in one time, right? So you want to have a strategy. You want to have a percentage based off of price. You want to have these different things that you can leverage to be able to understand how much of this asset, because some assets are just way too important to sell too early than others, right? Meme coins versus utility tokens, right? Layer 1s versus layer 2s. There's a lot of things in lingo that you need to understand. And by investing the $1,000, which I do have a payment plan for, you all can do a 4 installment payment plan, break the 1,000 down. But when this 1,000 is gone, my prices will be back at $5,000. Okay. And when we do reach A $200,000 Bitcoin, XRP is crazy, HBAR will be a 5-figure program. So understand that you are getting a value way underpriced. Way underpriced. And that always is a good deal. So I would always encourage and inspire anybody that's interested. I don't have a link to drop. It's a private link. We do a consultation call because I qualify you. Everybody does not qualify to actually work with coffee and crypto. It's really based off of your goal and what you need and depending on if I can help you or not. So if you're interested in booking a strategy session just to see if that's something that you would be interested in, you can reach out to me via email, coffee and crypto podcast@gmail.com. That's coffee, AND, crypto podcast@gmail.com. You can also text me at our business hotline. And I'm going to drop that number, or I'm pretty sure people will drop that number for you all in the chat. But I will tell you what the number is right now. That number is 404-703-9243. Again, that number is 404-703-9243. And you can just text me mentorship. I will reach out to you. And, if you're looking for coaching this year. Okay. So let's dive into what we have. A couple of my, I've been deciding that I like going through my bookmarks sometimes, right? Because it's certain things I leave out sometimes. Like I probably wouldn't even have talked about this, honestly, but because I looked at my bookmark and we have thank you, Ms. Zuli, and we have a lot of people who have the Hashpack wallet. If you have a Hashpack wallet, if you're staking your HBAR, drop some coffee. If you don't have the Hashpack wallet, you're not staking your HBAR, drop a 0. I need a roll call. I need a roll call. If you got your Hashpack wallet, you're staking your HBAR. If you don't, drop a 0. If you don't have it, if you are not doing that, you are missing out. Like, especially if you heard me talking about it. Guys, we've been getting nothing but free HBAR. So I did a masterclass on HBAR originally. And I'm telling y'all, these people that's dropping the coffee, they did it based off, nobody besides me had their HBAR staked on Hashpack. I'm one of the very first people within especially the nerds, everything, talking about the Hashpack wallet. Like it's not many people that even know about this wallet. This is like the Zum wallet. This is like Lobster wallet. This is the official wallet for Hedera Hashgraph. This is one of my favorite holdings that I have. I am really betting on this to go to the moon. Okay. Now, an update on the Hashpack wallet from my Hashpack family. Okay. For my Hashpack family, this is their new token called PAC. It is their utility token that's made for the community and provides value for both new and existing users of Hashpack. Remember to associate the PAC with the token ID. So make sure you guys always have that. You can go into your Hashpack wallet and you can diversify some of your funds into this token if you feel like it's worth it, right? I haven't gotten it yet. It just hit me today. I just saw it before I got on the show. So it's something that I'm looking into as well. But they also have their light paper. I will drop this inside of our Discord group, inside of the We Got the Receipt section of the Discord group. Okay. And I like this because it really breaks down the tokenomics. Hedera Hashgraph is very, very transparent. They do not work with developers that are not transparent. And that's something that I love because they stand on business, right? They stand on business. Okay. So the number of tokens is going to be 200 million tokens altogether. Okay. The liquidity is going to be a number of tokens is 20,000. That's going to be 10% of the initial supply. Okay. Community is going to get 160,000 tokens, 80% of the initial supply. So you have to understand that this is a DAO structure, right? Because remember, the DAO is the decentralized atomic organization. Most people don't know what a DAO is, but it's the LLC basically of Web3. Okay. You can actually register a DAO for a business. I believe in Nebraska, the same place that you register your LLCs and stuff, right? So Nebraska, you can, I believe that's a state, but you can also register your DAOs there. Okay. Look into DAOs because I truly believe that DAOs are the future. If you're in real estate, you should have DAOs. If you're thinking about getting into crowdfunding, things of that nature for your businesses, anything like that, allocating money together, being able to pool money together, These are going to be structures that you're going to need in place for your marketing, for your community, for your liquidity, for your operations, for your core development, right? This is what it takes. And so understand that they structure this. They are very transparent, honest, and I like that about it. And I also love Hashpack. So the fact that they came out with their own utility token is to me subpar none, like absolutely amazing. Okay, now I am going to go over to CoinMarketCap because I have not looked at the token itself on CoinMarketCap. I don't even know if it's listed on CoinMarketCap, but it should be. Okay, so let's go take a look and see if we can find it. Okay, let's see if we can find it. Okay, as of right now, I do not see it on CoinMarketCap, which is fine. Okay, I don't see it on CoinMarketCap because they just released it. And a lot of the time when they release these projects, it takes time for them to get listed on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko because they have to go through like an approval process. Now, if you all pay attention to what's happening right here, and I want to talk about this real time, okay? If you all pay attention to what's happening right here, real time, pay attention. This became our area of interest for a major liquidity pool. You see how the wick, now, you see how this candle is pulling back? So we've seen a lot of push to the upside, y'all. So do not be surprised if we see, you know, a major wick, a doji, no, not even a doji, like I forget, like they think it's a shooting star or something like that, okay? And then this thing to start to head back down because people are going to start selling that Bitcoin, those meme coins. They're going to start selling that stuff off. You have to decide if you've gotten to the level in it that you know that you want to be in order to pull some profits, right? Right now is not the time for me personally, but everybody is in a different space. So always make sure that you utilize it, you know, what is best for you, okay? Now, let's keep pushing forward, see what other juicy things we have to talk about. So this is what determines which blockchains will succeed long term. I remember when what's his name? RuPaul talked about the Metcalfe's law on the interview that he did with the guy who has that podcast that interviewed everybody. I can't think of the name of the podcast right now, but either way, RuPaul got interviewed and he talked about Metcalfe's law, and he was talking about why Metcalfe's law is important. Okay. And so Metcalfe's law says that every time you add a new user to a network, the number of connections increases proportionality to the square of the number of users. Okay. Woo! We got to go to science class real quick, y'all. This feeling like all types of stuff. All right. So let's put back on our student hat. Metcalfe's law says that every time you add a new user to a network, so every time you add a new user, right, the number of connections increases proportionally to the square of the number of users. So the network value equals the number of users squared, right? That's what the network value. So you got to realize utility will always rule because there's going to always be more users. And so the value of the network is proportionally increases to the square power of the number of users that you have. Okay. Okay. Okay, VO. I like where you're going with that. Okay, let's talk about it a little more. Hold on. Let me pull out this real quick. Trying to pull out my calculator because I ain't been to school in a minute, y'all. I ain't gonna cap. All right. So what if we have, what if we have 1 million users? Okay. To the square power. So 1 million users to the square power is the value of a 1 million user network. So how much is that? So 1 million users on the XRP ledger based off of Metcalfe's value gives the network value a value of 1 trillion. So for every million users on the XRP ledger, for every 1 million users, 1 trillion is equal in network value. So understand the network effect. So when we talk about network value, you have the network effect. The network effect is a huge intensifier of scalability. So that means that things like Hedera, Ethereum, hell, even, I mean, like you look at Bitcoin, there's users, right? So it quantifies. But as 2030 starts to roll around and the world does this shift to everything being green, carbon neutral, we'll see that users start to make this shift as well to more green blockchains. That's why you want to be ahead of everything. I'm not saying don't make money with meme coins. It's not what I'm saying at all. I'm not saying don't get to your bag. What I'm saying is protect yourself and be careful out here. What up, Zatrick? Okay. So linear businesses gain a competitive advantage by buying assets, controlling supply, and driving transactions. Digital companies gain competitive advantages through building network effects, relationships, and interactions. Network effects, relationships, and data become the assets of a network-based business. Family, we are now in a network-based world, a network-based business. Your network is your what? Your net worth. Scenario, if you have a network with 10 users, the value of the network is 100, 10 times 10. If you add one more user, total becomes 11. The value increases to 121. Add another user, total value jumps to 144. Every user is a squared value. Drop some coffee. Because understanding Metcalfe's law will change everybody's life. And it will get you thinking differently as to the value and proportion of what you're investing in. That's why I saved that bookmark, because I was like, man, I gotta share this with the team because it made sense. Also want to talk about some things, y'all. Want to talk about this. We're excited to announce that VR Jam has now completed its migration from Polygon to Hedera. Remember, we talked about the narrative that a lot of these, remember, we just talked about it. A lot of these developers are going to start leaving Ethereum and Avalanche and Solana, and they're going to start building on Hedera and the XRP ledger because they have smart contract capabilities too. So we've seen it happen over and over again. And here we go with another company coming off of the Polygon network. So if you are a Hedera holder, that should make you even more bullish. Okay, what else would I like to share today? Look, y'all, I don't know, man. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much, man. Look, y'all, just get yourself make sure you're situated, man. Just make sure your life is in order because God has ordered our steps. The universe has ordered our steps. And I speak both because not everybody believes in God, right? But everybody believes in a higher source, higher power. That higher power has delivered. That higher power has over-delivered for you. And it just hasn't happened yet, maybe in the physical. But y'all, we're about to see something that we've never seen before. And, I've chosen to keep things around me that I plan to own, and I told you all about my ship. And so, I got my ship now, I got my ship. Okay. And this one is called this one is not the Valor, to be honest with you. This is the Carnival Fund. All right. The Carnival Fund. All right. And then it's going to be sponsored by Hedera. That's what I believe. Okay. But, miracles and signs. That's what you have. Miracles. God works wonders in miracles and signs. He shows you signs all day long. And one of the best ways for you to get through the days that are hard is to have up signs, to choose fun, to have up signs, to have things around you, right, that you can see, right, all the time. My Rolls Royce Cullinan is right over there. I can see it. I got it up. I know it's coming. You know, it may not be here just yet, but it's coming. You know, this is the boat, y'all. And y'all know that them Carnival cruise ship boats are big. So, you know, if I'm Noah, I gotta have a boat next to me now. So I got the boat. There is we don't got any safety boats on this boat though. There's no safety boats. So if this boat go down, we going down together. So that's the risk you take of getting on the boat. We go down together. We go down swinging, right? That's why it's Valor. You know, this is why this is the Carnival Valor. Everything is specific, because when this boat goes down, if this boat goes down or if it goes up, we go up or we go down in smoke together, y'all. Thank you so much for being the best part of my show. I really appreciate everybody for being here. A couple of announcements. We have, I believe, almost sold out of those VIP tickets. But if you all are trying to get onto that masterclass with me and TJ, we still do have tickets. You all did miss the deal, so there is no more, pre-sales. But for where crypto is going, by investing the, $100 into the masterclass or the $200 in the VIP, if there's still tickets left, but that $100 for the masterclass. And remember, if you're in the Discord group, you get 50% off regardless. So no matter what, all you got to, if you're in the Discord group, the ticket is $50 for you regardless, because you already got in. And that's the value, right, of being in the Discord group. So when we have a deal, the price is the price. But once the deal goes back to regular price, it always is a deal for the people in the Discord, because that's the commitment that I've made, to you all being in there. So if you're in the Discord, still $50, still $100 for the VIP. If you're not in the Discord, prices are now $100 and $200 for the VIP, which is still more than worth it. If you need the link, to this actual class, I'm going to drop the link for everybody right now. Feel free to join the masterclass. Me and TJ, we're doing a masterclass on Stronghold. Okay, on Stronghold. And I don't know if you all know what Stronghold is, but I would highly recommend that you do not miss this masterclass, because it's important. This is going to be one of those projects that's still under a penny, still subpar. You cannot go on a Coinbase and crypto.com and buy it. So that's why we're doing a masterclass, because it's not easy to buy, right? It's not easy to go out there and just get it. But it's worth it. The date is this Sunday coming up, this Sunday, and it will be recorded. I just dropped the link. And then if you're on social media, the link is in my link tree in my bio. Feel free to go to the link tree in my bio. But it is this Sunday. So again, you all, if you're in the Discord group, if you want access to it, I'm going to drop a link in the Discord group. I will not be dropping it on here because I know how some of y'all are. See, I almost slipped up. I was finna say the code. Y'all almost got me. Y'all are slick. Y'all real slick. Exactly. They real slick. They almost got me to talking. All right, got me to talking. TJ, I almost messed up, my boy. All right, but I held strong. So just know that I will drop the link for the 50% off on either program in the Discord group. So be on the lookout for that link after the call. And then if you are interested in joining Discord so that you can have value, all of this stuff, you can get 50% off deals that we do throughout the year on different master classes, different things that I do. You know what I mean? Coaching, mentorship, one-on-one sessions, books, whatever you need, 50% off. That $100, okay, Ms. Zuli, no problem. That $100 one time for the lifetime of the Discord. Because after this is over, I'm going to charge $30 a month. All right. I did increase the price. I know I said 20, but it's going to be 30. $30 a month. Okay. $30 a month is what it's going to cost. So if you do the math on that, after 4 months, you already paid more than what the lifetime cost. So if you're interested in joining the Discord, link is in the bio. You'll see where it says $100 Discord. Go ahead and join it, and let's get this money. Okay. So with that being said, I want to open it up for Q&A, because we really finished the call in like record timing today, right? Because I told y'all today was not going to be like a long drawn out call, because I mean, we up either way, you know what I mean? So if there's anybody, feel free to raise your hand. We'd love to call on you, love to hear from the community. If there's any success stories, if there's anybody that, you know, made money off of any of the tokens, you're excited about it. If you got into DPen projects and you want to share your journey with DPen, whatever it is, feel free to raise your hand, because somebody needs to hear your story so they make the decision to get into the Discord group. Somebody needs to hear your story so they stop playing games with VO. Go ahead. Go ahead, Billy.
Good morning.
Good morning. Crawl morning.
Crawl morning. There you go.
Crawl morning.
And look, God has a way of taking care of Billy. He has me in 2 jails. One jail I can help with, and one jail I can not touch. I'm off limits. And the one that I help with, I don't do so great in. It's like a big learning curve. It's like that merry-go-round where you get on and go round and round and round and round, and you really don't go anywhere. You just go round and round. You're learning while you're going around, but you really ain't going anywhere. But the holding bag is different. That's the thing I can't touch. God says, don't touch it. And but it's like, you know, I'm seeing it now. I guess this is the most the prices have been, you know, in a bit. I could only imagine 10x or 100x. That'd be 10 more of these, wouldn't it? I mean, it's basic. Some of this is already double. What, XRP 30 cents, 60 cents? That's that. I didn't do good at algebra, but I think that's double. And if it goes to $1.20, I think it's, you know, it's just it's crazy to see it. Because, you know, we've been watching it Scooby Doo for 3 years, right? When we talked about it, it's kind of like the wolf story, where you're trying wolf. Don't wait too long before you get in. Yep. I did have a friend buy some ship, and he was all excited about talking about ship, I think. But and maybe I was a little hurt because I didn't have any. But I just told him to maybe think about changing it to, you know, some other currency, like move it, like take the profit, you know. So I see the take the profit area that we're at or coming into. And it's very important, because a lot of people, they just think, oh, here we go, millionaire status by the end of the year, because it's never going to go down. And there's so much more to it than that. It's crazy. I feel humbled because I know and I've learned from you, and I've seen the progress of the things, you know, like the H-bar thing. I didn't know about the H-bar thing. So what I'll do when I get off the call is I'll go to my H-bar staking platform, and I'll look at how I can double that, you know,
Absolutely.
Get some more information about it. Because they bought BitBuy, or BitBuy was another governance council. What is BitBuy? I think it's BitBuy.
Yeah.
It was another governance council last week.
Yes, sir.
I talk about governance council to people they don't know. I said, look, just buy the damn thing. You know, buy it. Not that I'm a financial advisor, but you don't have to believe Billy, trust Billy, or anything. But if you got $1 and you want to throw it in something like that, because you get a bunch of them. You get almost 10 of them now. You could have got 20 last couple of months ago, and now you can get 10.
Yes,
and before you know it, you can get a half of one for $1. And just throw it in there. I don't think you call it gambling. I don't know. I think you call it investing. Um, I know one thing for sure. If you don't have a good trading strategy, you're definitely gambling. That little bag that I can't touch, the guy lets you fiddle with. He showed me that I'm an insane. I can't, I gotta learn. There's more stuff I have to learn. I'm still on the merry-go-round. I have to keep learning some things, but the bag thing is different. So everybody go out and get a bag, find out for Vince what I don't know. I can't say financial Vince what to buy because we're not financial advisors, but the education you get from the calls that you receive is the information that you can apply to a purchase of your own, like
Yep.
a good choice, like going to a good restaurant. So, look, man, I'm just proud to share. And look, I was hoping maybe we could share today on the 70,000 BTC. I thought that would be incredibly cool, but we hadn't quite got there yet. Maybe next Tuesday, right?
You said the
We're looking-
what?
maybe we could have a call near the break of the 70,000 Bitcoin.
Oh, you talking about the price?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Thought
haven't
maybe
got. We I thought we were gonna be there this month. I ain't gonna lie. I thought I was gonna wake up and it was gonna be like Christmas, Billy.
Yeah, I did too. Yep.
That's all right.
It's okay.
It's coming.
It wasn't but this month ago it was 30,000.
Yeah,
And months before that it was 15. Wasn't it 15,000?
15,000.
Man. So, if it's 100,000 next year, will you wish you had bought it at 65? That's a good question.
That's a great question.
I mean, that's almost 2x, right? That's almost double your money at. So let me ask you: if it's 60,000 today and you buy it at 120,000 next year, that is double your money.
Yep.
Whether you buy it at 15 and it goes to 30, or you buy it at 65 and it goes to 120, it's still the double figure. Get started, but you can buy a lot of these little hash into. Oh my gosh! Let me get off. I'm gonna go to ranting. I've had coffee and crypto. Thank you.
Thank you, Carl Billy. Appreciate that. Man, that was amazing. All right. Look at that right there. Sana said my initial $80 investment from Stronghold over 14 months ago is over $2,000. The importance of not hesitating or procrastinating on solid projects is key. If you have something small to throw it in. Wow. That's crazy. Look at those. Look at that, man. So just alone, I told y'all the Stronghold is $100 for the regular ticket. The regular ticket, y'all. One of our students here, one of our family members here, she is literally taking the time to put $80 in a bunch of months ago. And now it's up to $2,000. Man, please. Let's go. Yamel, go ahead, my brother.
Yo, what's going on, bro? I just want to say a great call.
Thank you.
And yeah, I really appreciate all the gems you be dropping because I wanted to share something that I just thought about right now.
Yep.
How much is your Discord, bro?
The Discord is $100 for the lifetime.
How much?
$100.
100, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, check this out, y'all. You guys remember that the event project Vince was talking about, Helium Mobile? Basically,
Another one.
I started that somewhere around January, right?
Yeah, it was like
Right now,
yeah.
I'm $106 or something like that. So if you think about it, bro, for your lifetime membership, there was a gem you provided in that Discord, which is a Helium Mobile, that just paid for the lifetime membership of this Discord. So the money I paid, I got it back, and I'm like $6-7 in profit, and it's just going up. And on top of that, right now I can only remember like H-Bar and Beach and that we're staking, but I know there's a bunch of other stuff we're staking. So I'm in profit there too. So if you guys think about it, that $100 you spend, you can easily get that back with all the projects Vince has been sharing. Because it's not easy to come across these projects because it's not like you can type in a Google search and be like, oh, what project can give me $100 in the next stage, right? Vince only knows that because this man's in the research, So I just wanted to say that, I'm in profit. My membership has been paid for through through a project that Vince provided. And I mean, we in profit everywhere, you know, staking HBAR, staking VeChain, staking a bunch of coins. You know, on that D-pin, I was a little late on getting the demo device, but it's coming. It's coming. So I'm about to be making profit on that too. So I just want to say I appreciate you, bro, because yeah, you're changing lives, bro. Thank you.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. And I wanted to share that real quick since we're talking about Helium Mobile. So price today is 0.003. Now, if we go to the all-time chart, you can see that it came all the way up to 0.007. So is there still room for growth? Absolutely, right? So let's just run some numbers. So right now, I am sitting at 91,000 free tokens, 91,000 of them for free, all because I said yes to this. Okay, 91,000 of them. Okay, now if we go down to this little area right here, where is it? Let me see. We go down to this little right here, this converter on the left side. You all should be able to see it. If I type in 91,000 of them, okay, that's worth $343 at the current price today. Okay, 91,000 of them. Now, okay, now understand that if this thing in 91,000 tokens, how much I got today? A little over $300. If it just goes back to 0.007, all right, that's what my money will grow to. Right? A little bit over double. Because from 0.003 to 0.006, that's a double, right? That's a double. So it's value in catching these projects, all right, like Stronghold, like the other one that's on the XLM ledger that we talk about privately in our group that everybody's getting right now for damn near the price, almost the price of a Helium Mobile that has crazy utility, right? So understand that this is happening, all right? And these are the type of projects that we're getting into, and we have the value of being able to work on together. Someone just introduced me to another DPIN project that I'm researching right now, and it's going to have a lot to do with data. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, man, look, y'all know where to find me. I'll be in the Discord group, and AKA the rabbit hole. I believe that is the rabbit hole. So I'll be in there. I already dropped the link. Oh, hold on. Go ahead, Ma.
Hey, good morning. I just wanted to say that regarding the tokens and that last bull run, just letting everybody know, other than the Bitcoin and Ethereum that we purchased, I think I put about $2,000 into all of the other tokens. And at that last bull run, I was up about 12,000 and did not know or realize how to get out before we did that whole crash thing. But this time, I will not be in the dark because I will be on this class listening and taking notes and learning how to exit and how to get a strategy. So just wanted to give that little bit of thought because we did, lose quite a bit because we didn't know how to have an exit strategy. But since then, Vincent has taught so much about that, and I intend to have mine together this time.
Awesome. Thanks, Mom. What up, Billy?
And you know what? If you have multiple wallets, you're gonna have multiple heart attacks because when it starts going down, I mean, really, you got to have that stable coin. You got to know how to do it. Figure out. Did you see my little drop? Research into Vincible or you can have your the vindicated. What the hell? I don't know, but it's like indivisible or vindicated. The vindicated. You can, I hear you talk about the helium thing, so I'm interested in the helium. The problem is when you started it, I wasn't ready, and now when you talk about it, it's like depressing as hell to me because I see myself missing out. And it's really not too late, but it's weird where you put it because it makes me feel like I screwed up and I didn't do something right. Now, that's going to progress as this bull run goes on. So, I mean, I like to look at doing some of the links. I think I've been texting the wrong telephone number, so I copied that number today so I could have the correct number, because I've sent you several texts that just said got with you since I've sent them. So maybe I'm sending them to the wrong place, but it's
What,
you know,
I don't know.
I think
No, it should be the right number. I only got one number other than the you've had my number. I don't have. Okay, well we'll get together, Billy. My apologies.
Okay.
But yeah, so
I'm not mad about the healing.
hey, really appreciate.
It's weird. I'm gonna go.
Hey, I got a question for you, Billy. You got a hey Billy, you got a you have a and this is for a lot of people. Y'all might want to listen in if you got property. But Billy, you have a brick and mortar, like you have a brick and mortar building in Mississippi, right?
I like people to use my Wi-Fi.
Okay. Because the reason why I ask if you have a brick and mortar is because not only if you have a brick and mortar building, you have a home or like a vacation property, whatever the case, if you want to provide Helium Mobile service, like actual Wi-Fi coverage, cell phone coverage for people that's driving in your area that are getting into Helium Mobile, you can actually put up these towers and earn a lot of these tokens every single day. And it's different than doing the mobile usage, right? This is providing data coverage. So we can talk more about it. I have a guy that's into it right now. We got a couple of projects that we're putting up in Alabama.
Have you already been to Alabama? That was
yeah, I've been yeah, I've already been.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking maybe I would get you over there and see what y'all are doing. But I'm interested in that, yes. I'm also interested in some mobile service.
All right, cool. We'll get together, Billy. But look, y'all have an amazing rest of the day. I did drop the link. Thank you to everybody. I see that you guys are getting the Discord, either the Discord or the master classes. I can't really tell, but I saw the orders coming through. So congratulations to everybody that you know has made a decision to press forward and move forward with their education and continue to invest into themselves. I promise you that that's what got me to where I am, and it's what's got you to where you are, and it's going to get you to where you want to be. So with that being said, y'all have an amazing rest of the day. This was the 182nd episode. And y'all know where y'all can find me. Click the link in the bio, and y'all can join the Discord group. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Peace, everybody.